Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. Welcome to Mass Effect. My plan is to go through the entire trilogy, which is going to be a pretty daunting task, but I think I am up for it. I'm going to try to approach it as much as I can from a roleplay perspective, and so I'll be just really trying to immerse myself in the character and the stories. When I had played Mass Effect, like, whenever it first came out, it was just like an alien killer simulator. And I honestly couldn't tell you a lot about the story. I really don't know much of what happened. I played Mass Effect 2 as well when it came out, and then a little bit of 3. But I really am excited to go through this series with kind of this new appreciation that I have for storytelling in games. And I'm hoping that you guys are into that because I really enjoyed the alien killing simulator. But from what I hear, the story is actually pretty great. And although I know some of the little tidbits, and there's a big controversy about the end, which I've never gotten to experience, and then there's some DLC as well that tried to fix it, I'm kind of excited to see this big, this ascension towards the end of Mass Effect 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a character all the way through Mass Effect 1 through 3 and hope that it works out for us. So, this first episode is going to be setting up my character, the backstory, his look. I think you have to pick like a few things, where he's from, and then some personality stuff. I have been debating whether to do a femshep because I hear that the female voice acting is much better. But since I'm going to roleplay it, it would be very hard for me to assume that identity. It'd be easier for me to play a dude. So I'm going to stick with the guy and try to do it as much justice as I can. First things first, I'm going to check out some of the settings here. I've got the music, oops, don't want to do that. Music a little bit lower so that it doesn't overpower the dialogue. And most importantly here, we're gonna go on veteran. Auto level up is off, target assist is low. My squad power usage, I'm gonna keep on defense only. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I want to be able to control and analyze what's happening on the battlefield as much as I can. But at the same time, I don't want my guys to be like knobs and just stand there and not do anything. So I want them to take defensive cover, and I want them to use defensive abilities, but I'll handle everything else. Subtitles on, autosave, yes. Okay, so that part's all cool. Graphics settings, I am running some type of texture mod that a lot of people have recommended that enables some high resolution textures, so that's cool. And I'm going to keep the motion blur off because sometimes it's just really distracting. So I hope that this works out for us, but let's get into designing our character.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
This is so exciting. I'm like,
information requested.
oh man, I've been looking forward to this for so long. But there's been so many games that have come out that it's really hard to put the time in. But now, I think we have the time. So let's do this.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Okay, we are going to enter a new ID. And we're going to do a custom mail.
Please log in to access your profile.
And I'm going to be... Oh no, come on! I can't be Christopher. I can be Christoph. I might have to do. I'll be the French commander. Oh, I don't want to be... Oh, I do have to choose Shepard as the last name, don't I? So I have a better idea. I want to actually change that.
Warning, data corruption detected.
I guess I was gonna say, like, all the voice acting and stuff, calling you Shepard the whole time wouldn't really line up that well.
Please reconstruct profile. Please log in to access your profile.
So what I'm gonna actually do is go, I'll be Odd Shepard. I think that'll do. And I'm gonna customize the face and everything. I don't know if I'll probably include it just for fun.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
Let's do this.
Confirm pre-service history.
Okay, so pre-service history. I'm going to read through each of these. Mass Effect, the series, as far as I know, is there's a lot of there's like databases upon databases upon databases of different journals and write-ups about different planets and that kind of stuff. I'm going to be pretty thorough, but I'm probably not going to like read up on the background of each planet unless they're like a very important planet that we need to go to. But any of the ones where I have to like mine minerals or whatever it is from, I am going to probably not go through all of that stuff, but I will be pretty thorough. So let's read through each of these. Spacer, both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. You were born and raised on Mindwar, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindwar, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted in the military a few years later. So that would be kind of cool for like, if you had more of a kind of like a badass background. And to that effect, I'm probably going to go into this maybe feeling a little bit jaded as a character, and we'll see if we kind of transition, and if people if I can really connect with certain characters, then maybe they'll bring out the best in me, and maybe I'll stay this grouch. I don't know. I'm just going to kind of play it by ear, but I'm not always going to pick like the good option or always the bad option. I'm always going to kind of pick what I think fits best with my character. And then Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. I actually think that the Spacer might be kind of cool. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations that transferred. The colonist one is like, it's very cliche, like, oh, my whole family's dead. And I don't know. I think I'm going to go, and Earthborn is like Earth. So I'm going to go Spacer. Both your parents were in the military. Childhood spent on ships, so you probably didn't have a lot of friends, maybe a bit of a loner. Following in your parents' footsteps, and then so we enlisted in the Alliance military at 18. I like that.
Confirm
Let's do that.
Psychological profile.
Now, Soul Survivor, during your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you have to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you're alone to tell. Now you alone are left to tell the tale. Okay. War hero. Early in the military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Ruthless? Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. These are cool. I probably won't pick War Hero. Soul Survivor is again kind of cliche. Ruthless is it requires kind of just being this hard ass all the time. Maybe Soul Survivor. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I don't know how much of an impact these things have in the long run, but it'd be kind of cool to pick something interesting. Saving all the soldiers. This is kind of like killing all your family and friends. I do kind of like this. Like, I kind of like that it's just like, you just have to do whatever you need to do to get the job done. That's what a commander would do. And so you've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. But I still think that you could be fair. Ruthless efficiency doesn't mean that you're just an ass. It just means that you do what you need to do to get the job done. And I think I'm going to do that.
Confirm military specialization.
Okay, now, I don't remember. Man, I don't remember what I played so many years ago. I think it was probably Soldier. But I really want to use one that's just like biotic heavy. I think that is Adept. Adepts are biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, or disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Infiltrator combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. So these guys use sniper rifles. That's cool. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and biotics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. They can only use light armor and no advanced weapon training. Whereas adepts get at least pistols, I think? Weapons training with pistols. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and can specialize in medium armor. That is kind of cool. That is kind of cool. And it kind of fits with the whole ruthless efficiency thing. Engineer is tech. I think I'm going to go Vanguard. Biotic warriors. Deadly at short range. You can use pistols, shotguns, and specialize in medium armor. So at least you get a little bit heavier armor than an adept would. I think I'm going to do this. Vanguard.
Confirm facial identification.
And we are going to change up our odd Shepard here. Let's just cycle through some presets, see what we can find. Man, some of these are like, whoa. Yeah, I don't know. It could be anyone. Okay, now we're back at the beginning. I think I probably went through a few times. Let's go through here. So facial structure. Put my eyes really close together. I'll try to, I don't know, maybe I could try to make him look like me as much as possible. I'm pretty pale. Complexion. Oh, nope. Nope. Baby face. Oh, now that I can sort scars. I do have a scar like on my chin. Nah, not really like that, but not like that either. Probably isn't going to be one that just fits perfectly. I do like scars. Chicks dig scars. I might put a scar on the lips. That's kind of cool. Be like a sword somehow got me. That's pretty aggressive. I think I'm going to do a scar on the lips. Like that. I dig it. Okay, what about head here? Neck thickness. Yeah, I'd say I got a pretty thick neck. Face size. I mean, I'm going to be looking at this for a long time, so I got to make it kind of like the way that I would want. Let's do something like this. Cheek width, probably there, sure. Cheekbones, why not? Cheek gaunt. I would say I have a pretty average cheek gaunt. Ear size, I don't know. I've never heard that I've anything about my ears ever. And I have to assume they're not out like this, so let's go like that. Okay, eyes. Eye shape. Well, that's like really like, hello, caffeine. Man, I wish there were so many more options. This kind of looks sad. This one kind of looks like too hyper. That one looks like he's sleeping. That's like normal-ish. Eye height. That looks good. That kind of looks unnatural. Let's do something around there. Eye depth. Pull it back a little bit. Oh, that's cool. Brow height. Kind of makes me look more innocent. That kind of makes me look more badass. Let's go somewhere in the middle. More unassuming. Iris color, I'd have to say green. Those are pretty green. That's probably cool. Let's do that. Okay, jaw. Gotta have a big, beefy jaw. Something like this. It'd be cool if you could just scan like a picture and then put it in here. But I don't know. There's some games that have done that, but I've never actually seen how it works. Okay. Let's man, I don't know. Some of these lips are like, whoa, man. Those are pretty big. My lips are not that big. I have kind of smaller lips, I'd say. This is so weird. Let's do that. Okay, mouth depth. Right? Can I rotate? Oh, I sure can. All right. Mouth width. Lip size and height. Whoa. Okay, there, that's good. Nose. Probably better to look from the side. I don't have a big nose, that's for sure. I look very average, in case you can't tell. This is a fairly accurate representation of my face. Alright, that looks good. And hair, let's check this out. I wish I had a beard. I wish I could grow a sick beard. My wife would kill me. I might just rock the 5 o'clock shadow. This could be the role-playing aspect. Brows. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Now the hair, oh my god. Hello. Not a lot of options, hey? That's kind of cool. I kind of dig the short hair. Like this, I guess. No, not really. It's very like Roman. That's very military. Which I guess kind of makes sense. Nope, don't like that. Maybe this. That's kind of cool. This is like Elvis-y. Yeah, we'll go here. That's going to be the hair. Hair color, we'll go like dark, not black. We'll do dark brown. And we'll go black with the facial hair. Okay. This is Odd Shepard right here. Look at me. There we go. Very cool. I'm happy with that. I think that's great. I think that's cool. All right, now let's see what happens.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Okay, Odd Shepard, Spacer, Ruthless, Vanguard. Once you confirm your character is complete, you will be unable to change any settings. I am cool with that.
Identification confirmed.
Oh, okay, it gives us all this stuff here. That's interesting. So, I'd already set this in the settings before, so this is all good. Also, no spoilers, please. See you in the story.